My name is Michael Rogerson. I'm going to be talking about studying in North Wales and specifically at Bangor University in the northwest of Wales. A couple of apologies, first of all. I will be speaking in English. I lack another language to do so, I'm afraid. And also, I think my voice is quite croaky by now, so apologies on that score. So welcome to North Wales and welcome to Bangor University. So a little bit to begin about the university itself. Established in 1884 in a campaign for better education for local people. That was established by the slate quarrymen of North Wales in a local campaign. And ever since then it's been dedicated to academic excellence and now has over 10,000 students, 600 teaching staff and research that's recognised as being world leading. The research assessment framework is an assessment exercise that recognised Bangor's research achievements. The location is in North Wales. I was going to try this pointer now, but I'll just in northwest Wales there. Great links to Liverpool, Manchester, a direct train line to London, and also a ferry terminal quite nearby, so you can explore Dublin and Ireland as well, and go to the Guinness factory and things like this. It's a traditional university. I mean, you can see from some of these buildings that it really fulfills the role of what you expect from a British university experience. A building that resembles Harry Potter's Hogwarts, libraries to match, and it gives you that sense of academic tradition that's really important for the kind of British university experience that you may expect. And not only has it got this kind of level of academic building and surroundings, but it's also in this amazing setting in North Wales at the foot of Snowdonia National Park, near the mountains, right next to the sea, offering all kinds of adventure sport activities and extracurricular activities that you wouldn't normally find at other British universities. So in terms of the university, the subjects offered, we've got over 200 degree courses in 23 academic disciplines, split into these 5 colleges: arts and humanities, business, law, education and social sciences, natural sciences, health and behavioural sciences, and physical and applied sciences. So nearly all subject areas covered there. The tuition fee, in common with many UK universities, is £9,000 per year. But the current situation is that EU students are currently entitled to a Welsh Government grant. So there's a grant of just over £5,000 per year, which is non-repayable. The government will pays that on your behalf, and you're left with a £4,000 fee, which you can cover with the normal UK government student loan. So this means that once you graduate, your tuition fee debt is reduced from £27,000 to £12,000. Still a lot of money, but significantly less than £27,000. I should add that many of you will be asking the question in your head about what happens after Brexit, a situation for which I apologise on behalf of my people. And the answer is we don't know. From 2017, this is guaranteed for all 3 years of your study. It's very likely to operate in that same way again in 2018. In 2019, nobody knows, because nobody was prepared for what happened. So keep your eye on the news. There are, though, however, additional bursaries and scholarships that are offered by the university as well, totalling about £100,000 worth of scholarships awarded each year to new undergraduate students. And in total, we have something like £3 million worth of scholarships offered to students at all levels and throughout all stages of their degree. So it is a very supportive university from that point of view as well. And as well as scholarships, we have bursaries of up to £3,000 to support students from lower income families. Entry requirements, in the maturita, the typical minimum score will be somewhere between 2.5 to 2, so it's very achievable. And only subject requirements for specialised courses, usually the sciences. If you're studying the IB, 26 to 28 would be a normal score, with an expectation of 5 or higher in any relevant subjects where required. And English language requirements are quite typical as well. So anywhere where you'd achieve a high B2 level or C1 level in the European framework will be considered. And usually that would be something like an IELTS qualification with a score of 6.0, or the Cambridge Advanced English or Cambridge Proficiency with a grade C. So a little bit more about Bangor, a university of which you may never have heard, of course, because Bangor's not a massive city. It doesn't have a Premiership football team, so it's not on the map in that regard. However, still a lovely city to live in. It's a top 50 university. It's in the top 2% of universities in the world. It's a top 15 in the UK for student satisfaction. And one of the reasons for that is that wonderful environment that I showed you before. It conducts world-leading research and sits in the top 40 in the UK for research. In 2015, it was voted the top university for clubs and societies. Last year, it was voted the top university in the UK for accommodation. And it was recently named University of the Year by the influential website Business Insider for our collaborations with industry. Like many universities, there are exchange and placement opportunities for students across the world through our International Experience Programme. So wherever you come from, you've got the opportunity to study for either a summer or a semester or a whole year in a country with whom we have a partnership, and that ranges from everywhere from North America to the Far East. The range of destinations is illustrated by this wonderful map. So predominantly across Europe, but you can see North America and South America, Australia, the Far East and Malaysia, Indonesia. We have placements for you. You can explore parts of the rest of the world. Social life in Bangor is really important to students. I think sometimes universities can concentrate a little bit too much about academic performance, which of course is good anyway, but 50% of your reason for going to university is to experience something a bit different. And Bangor certainly has that. We have around 150 clubs and societies, anything from DJing to the circus and lots of things in between, like Quidditch, the Harry Potter sport. There's no flying involved, but there are broomsticks. I don't know quite how it works. Then we have academic-related societies like the Law Society, the Zoological Society, the Psychology Society. They all have free membership, which is very unusual in the UK. We have pubs and nightclubs, entertainment, nightlife, and because of the size of the city, which is about 30,000 people, and the number of students, which is about 10,000, it means that many of the activities going on in the city are specifically geared towards students and student life. And it feels really busy and vibrant, but also really friendly, and you feel like you know everybody within about a week of being there. We have our own students' union nightclub and places to eat and drinks and shops, and we have regular events throughout the year as well, so bands coming, trips to go and see rugby matches, and of course the big summer ball at the end of the year, which includes a Ferris wheel. A little bit of incidental information for you. Sport is massive at Bangor, really. We have so many sports clubs, the aforementioned Quidditch, but also things like American football, ultimate frisbee, snow sports, cheerleading. Because of our environment as well, North Wales has become the adventure capital of the UK in some respects. The Lonely Planet tourism guides rate North Wales as being the 4th best location in the world to visit, and you can actually study there for 3 years, so even better. There's an inland surf lagoon, so there's an artificial lake where you can go surfing in the mountains. There's something called Bounce Below, where you can go trampolining in an underground cavern. There's the longest and fastest zip line in Europe. And there's all kinds of water sports activities, kayaking, sailing, surfing, windsurfing, mountain biking, climbing, everything you could think of. So it's a brilliant area for outdoor activities and for traditional sports as well, football, rugby, hockey. We have all the usual pitches, athletics tracks, and an amazing sports centre which has just been redeveloped. Wednesday afternoons are always kept free for sport, so you never need to worry about how you're going to fit all this into your schedule. So living in Bangor, as you can see, one of the most attractive study locations in the UK. It's just an incredible place to live. There's loads to do, the outdoor activities, but there's also attractions, castles, historic monuments, druidic circles, Neolithic burial tombs, Iron Age hut remains, bird sanctuaries, but also city activities, shopping, events. We have a new £40 million art centre which has 2 cinemas in it, a new theatre, and attracts comedy acts and bands. And Bangor is lively, friendly, student-orientated, and some people are attracted because Bangor seems very friendly as well. And it is a very friendly town, and the local population interacts really well with the students too. And, as I mentioned before, easily accessible from Manchester, Liverpool, London, and a low crime rate, which is always nice. So, if you study at Bangor, you'll study at one of the cheapest places to be a student in the UK. Your living costs will be significantly lower than those in other parts of the UK, particularly the southeast, London, etc. And we can help you to find part-time work here through our careers and employability service, who run well, I guess it's like a job centre for students, and you can sign up and you can get job alerts when they become available. So accommodation, like I mentioned, it was voted the best university accommodation in the UK by What Uni Student Choice Awards. The vast majority of rooms are modern, they're single occupancy, you have your own bathroom, and then you share a kitchen. And in those first few weeks, you can make some truly horrible meals together. And then, you'll get better as time goes on. That's all part and parcel of the experience. Accommodation is guaranteed for every first-year student who applies before the deadline. Everything's within walking distance of the university buildings and city centre. You don't have to worry about how to get home late at night or early in the morning out to your lectures, or worry about the cost of transport on the metro or buses or taxis. Everything's included: water, electricity, heating, Wi-Fi, and it includes gym and campus life membership as well, and membership of all clubs and societies. They're all self-catered halls, shared kitchens, cookers, fridges, freezers, everything you'd expect. The Štúdium Village, you'll encounter these Welsh words from time to time if you end up in Bangor. The Štúdium Village has over 2,000 rooms. It's 10 minutes walk away from university buildings. Like I said, the vast majority are en suite. The site also has a shop, laundrette, common rooms, a bar, cafe bar, sports centre, and range in price from £74 to £128 per week. And that usually depends on size of room. We also have a new site called the St Mary's Village, £30 million development, 600 more rooms, and a range of accommodation including a budget hall, studios, townhouses, and also that has cafe bar, shop, laundrette, common rooms, and sport and fitness facilities. Not that you'll need those because it's up a very big hill. So again, £80 to £175, so there's a range of budgets catered for. Now, Bangor's also very big on student support. We have a large and very active student services centre. So if you need support from counselling to money to housing advice, we can help you with that. Every student also has a personal tutor, usually a member of the school in which you're studying. And you can turn to them with any problems, academically related, choice of modules, exam worries, deadline concerns. Disability services can provide advice and guidance on any kind of disability issue. We've got a study skills centre to provide support with academic progression, with English language, for anything you're having difficulty with, if you need help with stats, if you're studying psychology or something. we can provide that too. A really active dyslexia centre. Dyslexia research at Bangor has been going on for about 50 years and pioneered by a chap called Professor Tim Miles, who was one of the early pioneers of dyslexia research. And we also offer a Bangor Employability Award. This sits alongside your academic curriculum, and it's designed to enhance your career opportunities and prospects. You get accredited for co-curricular and extracurricular activities. And our Careers and Employability Services provides a range of careers guidance, employment support services that can help with CVs, they can help with interview technique, and so on and so forth. We also have one of the largest peer guide schemes in the UK, so if you ever came to an open day, you'd see hundreds of red and orange t-shirted students going around just there to help you and advise you on any range of issues. And that's one of the things that we take pride in, because it means we're trusting our students to give a positive message about the university. They don't have to do that, but they want to, so it tells you a lot about the university itself. So we've got about 400 peer guides. They're also there when you settle into Bangor. When you first arrive, you'll be allocated a peer guide. You can chat to them beforehand, you can befriend them on Facebook, and they're there. You'll already know them almost by the time you get there. They'll give you advice and support. And they'll be people who have just been through this a year previously, so they're the best people to advise. Not only on practical issues, but where to go for a night out, find your lecture rooms, where to eat, etc. So this scheme is recognised across the UK as an outstanding example of student support. So I thought I'd keep this short, and that's pretty much it, an introduction to Bangor. I am next door in that room if you want to come and chat to me, but I have run out of all prospectuses. So if you note down my email address, which isn't on there, if you note down the website, have a look at the website and you can order a prospectus online and we'll be happy to send one to you. So that's about it. Thank you very much for listening and staying. Bye-bye.